Hello children, today we are going to start with the second part of chapter 3, that is two stories about flying, and the second part of the story is the black aeroplane. Before I proceed, let me give you a little bit of hint of what this story is all about. This story is actually a mystery, it revolves around a mystery. Now coming down to the writer of the story is Frederick Forrest. Let me give you a short biography. Frederick Forrest was born on 25th August 1938 in Ashford, Kent, England. He was educated at Tonbridge School and later joined the University of Granada in Spain. He became a journalist and joined the BBC in 1965, where he served as an assistant diplomatic correspondent. Now children, coming down to the story part. Now the story, The Black Aeroplane. The lesson Black Aeroplane, written by Frederick Forrest, reflects on how one's judgment gets distorted due to fantasizing and how it creates problems. In this chapter, the narrator is a pilot who is so eager to meet his family and have a good breakfast that he takes the wrong decision of facing the storm instead of doing the right thing. Miraculously, children, he somehow manages to escape with the help of a mysterious aeroplane. Now coming down to the chapter as it is reflected. So the very first paragraph, the moon was coming up in the east, right, till 1:30 in the morning. Now it was night time when the sky was clear and the stars could be seen twinkling. The pilot felt peace in being above a country that had fallen asleep while he was flying over France to England. It was 1:30 in the morning and he was fantasizing about holidaying with his family. Next paragraph, he says, I should call Paris Control soon. But why? Now when the aeroplane was in France, the pilot thought of informing the Paris Control personnel about its presence and for instructions. At that time, lights from the Paris city were blaring at him. He informed the control agency, to which they replied with further instruction and directions. The control room at Paris instructed him to turn 12 degrees towards the west. Now children, now here he checks the map. After receiving the instructions, the pilot geared up and followed them while putting the last fuel tank into operation. All this time he was dreaming about his time with his family, and then he started thinking about having a satisfactory breakfast at the destination point. He was calm as everything was going as planned. So everything was very perfect. Now children, as you can see, Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me. Now the plane had crossed Paris when he started seeing clouds in the sky. The presence of clouds made it unsafe to travel by air because there were chances of a storm. They were so huge and dark that the pilot compared with them, with the Black Mountains. He knew he couldn't pass them as it was impossible to go above them or escape with the amount of fuel that was left in the last tank. But still, he took a chance. The right decision here would have been to fly back to Paris safely. But the pilot's decision making was clouded by his wish to meet his family. He was so desperate, so desperately, wanted to be with his family and have that English breakfast that he had been dreaming of all day, that he took the risk of not going back. Thus, children, he headed the plane right into the storm. Now, inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. Now, what happens here? He even tries the radio. It was so dark because of the storm that nothing was visible outside the plane. He started losing control of the aeroplane. The compass and other instruments had also stopped working because of the bad weather. He became helpless. Now, when he became helpless, he tried, calling Paris Control. He tried calling the Paris Control agency who had helped him earlier, but couldn't connect because of the weather. In the midst of nowhere, when everything failed, he saw a ray of hope when he saw another aeroplane. Now, he saw another aeroplane. Children, in the very beginning I told you that it is a mystery. Let's see what this another aeroplane is all about. He felt relieved when he saw another pilot's face and willingness to help him escape the storm. He thought to himself that the other pilot is very kind, as he knew that they were lost and was trying to help him. So children, what he does, he turns his aeroplane slowly to the north. Now this paragraph, what it says, the other pilot took his plane ahead of the lost aeroplane to make it easier for them to follow, while the other followed him like an obedient child. He was also panicking because there was very less amount of fuel left. Now it was only then that he started coming out of the storm and could see the runway to land his plane safely. When he turned to thank the other pilot, he realized that the plane that helped him had disappeared as soon as he came out of the storm. Now, children, he is confused. He says, I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. Here, the author says that he did not know where he had landed but was not afraid of leaving his plane unattended. He headed straight into the control room to ask about the other pilot. And here comes the main part of the story. To his utmost surprise, the lady informed him that there was no other plane in the sky except his because of the bad weather. He was left astonished with a lot of questions unanswered in his mind. Now children, strange speculation must be running in your mind that what is the mystery in the story? Well, the mystery in the story is very clear, that the aeroplane which came for the help was actually not visible, and was like no information was gathered even by the control room. Where it disappeared, no one was aware of. So this is the biggest mystery, that how this man was helped by another aeroplane which no one could notice. How he could safely reach without a compass or a radio. Who was the person who helped him out? Well, now comes a very, very important question, that what message is the writer trying to give through this mysterious story? Well, through this mysterious story, children, one very important conclusion comes to our mind, that we should never say die till the end. We should never lose hope in the most hopeless situation, because no one knows who may come to save you. The narrator was really in such a hopeless situation when he lost contact with Paris control and all his instruments, and the compass was dead. Then came the mysterious pilot of the black aeroplane to guide the narrator to safety. Now children, it's your turn to tell me what is the learning objective. What have you gathered through this story? Well, it is very simple here. We need to understand that mysteries exist in this world. At the same time, we should, critically think sometimes whether such mysteries really exist. Right? And at the same time, children, you should also, give more emphasis towards the new words and phrases which comes in this chapter. This will help you to enhance your vocabulary and your writing skill. Children, I would also suggest you to give a rational thought so that you can come up with an alternative ending also to the story. This will help you to think critically. Children, the theme, the notes, everything would be along with this explanation video. I hope you will understand and respond accordingly. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.